Happy New Year. Good morning. Welcome to the channel. Just cooking breakfast here for the kids, and thought I'd pop in and get myself my first video of the new year. So top of a lot of people's minds this year, obviously, is the potential for an early election. Justin Trudeau's got to go, right? So what's holding us back? Well, one thing holding us back: he won't call an election. He also won't resign. And his partner in crime, Jagmeet Singh, so far has not done anything to get rid of him. And so, what's holding Trudeau in power? Why is he clinging onto power so desperately, in spite of how the numbers look for him? You just need to go on to 338 Canada and see the numbers. I mean, we're getting close to the Conservatives winning 50% of the popular vote, which actually I think is going to happen, is they're going to cross 50% of the popular vote in the 2025 election, whenever it happens. So something that's not getting a lot of publicity right now is the fact that in 2025, the chairmanship or presidency of the G7, which is, I guess, seen as one of the most influential groups in the world, and this, the 7 largest economies, liberal economies in the world, get together, and the presidency of that group falls to Canada this year. And so if Trudeau stays on as Prime Minister, he gets to be the president of the G7, which is also going to feature none other than Donald Trump. So Trudeau's going to be in there, and he's going to get he gets to be able to be seen as the leader of the group of 7, of which Donald Trump is also a member. And maybe he thinks that he'll be able to out-grandstand Donald Trump on this platform. Maybe. I don't see how that happens. Nobody is really able to out-grandstand a guy like Donald Trump. I don't think Pierre Poilievre would be able to do it either, but Justin Trudeau's not going to be able to do it. I think if he goes into the G7 as the leader and Donald Trump is there, he's going to get soundly shoved back into his place and say, look, what are you doing here? Your country's in shambles. Nobody supports you. What do you think you're doing here? So I see that as, very potentially a reason why he's not willing to go to an election, aside from the fact that, it's obvious that he's going to lose, and lose badly. And maybe he thinks that if he just keeps kicking the can down the road, eventually something, I'm sure that he believes, and his handlers believe, that Pierre Poilievre or somebody close to him is going to do something to bring their numbers down. I believe that he and they believe that. So that's what's holding them back. As for Jagmeet, it's the numbers. They're just so poor for the NDP, and their finances are in such terrible shape. They're hemorrhaging support out of the private sector unions, which has been a stronghold for the NDP. It's kind of funny, right now there's a bit of waves being made by this Calgary billionaire, Brett Wilson, who proposed to cover Jagmeet Singh's pension for him. He's like, tell you what, if you call an election, I'll pay your pension for you. And he's got something like 12 other influential, wealthy businessmen who have come out and publicly said that they're willing to support his pension for him if he's willing to call an election. Obviously, that's not going to go anywhere. It would be very likely, it would come across as bribery, and so I don't think it's even legal for them to do it, but they don't really want to pay his pension either, but they're just putting the spotlight on Jagmeet Singh and his unwillingness to go to an election as well. So will we get an election in 2025? Obviously we will, but I think it's anybody's game when it's going to happen. I do think Trudeau wants to hold on long enough to attend at least one G7 meeting. And if he has to prorogue Parliament for a couple of months in order to do so, yeah, that's something I could see happening. So I guess we'll hang tight and we'll see what happens. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, I would encourage you to do so, and we'll see you on the next one.